Hi everyone, I'm Amrita and welcome to my channel Fries and Shine. Here you will find evidence-based, no-nonsense, nutrition-related information. And in today's video, I'm going to be discussing fiber. Welcome back to Carb Month, where we've been discussing everything to do with carbohydrates. Now, most of us only know carbohydrates as the food that impacts our blood sugar levels. And by impact, we usually mean it makes our blood sugar levels rise. But there is also a kind of carbohydrate that can actually decrease our blood sugar levels and even cholesterol. And that's what I'm discussing today.
Fiber is in the right direction. Fiber.
Yes, you saw and heard that correctly. Fiber is also a carb. So when you randomly start cutting out carbs from your food as a means to lose weight or to maintain health, you are missing out on this very essential nutrient too. Like most carbohydrates, fiber is also only found in plant-based foods. Now, what makes fiber different from other carbohydrates like sugars, starch, and glycogen is that your body can't actually extract any energy from the fiber that you eat. It passes through your body undigested, and it is what forms the bulk of your poop. The Indian Dietetic Association suggests that adults get at least 30 grams of fiber a day, and our local traditional Indian diet is a really good source of fiber. We get our fiber from cereals, fruits, vegetables, dals and pulses, nuts and seeds. So apart from having a good poop, which always feels great, why else does our body actually need fiber? Let's look at some of the health benefits. Number 1, heart health. A particular kind of fiber, known as soluble fiber in some of your foods, has the ability to absorb water and form a gooey gel-based solution. And this solution in your body has the ability to trap cholesterol and fat molecules and prevent your body from absorbing too much of them. So in this way, it may offer heart health benefits. Number 2, fullness. The chemical structure of fiber is such that when you eat foods that are rich in fiber, you will feel really full. Think about vegetables. When you eat a salad, it can make you feel really full. And by making you feel full, it can help with weight control and it can help with health management. Third, blood sugar control. Remember how I said fiber is different from sugar? So when we eat sugar, you actually see an increase in blood sugar levels. Fiber, on the other hand, actually has the ability to decrease the rate at which blood sugar rises in your body, and in this way, it can really benefit people who have blood sugar related conditions like diabetes and PCOS. Fourth, constipation. Have you ever eaten a heavily non-vegetarian diet and had trouble with your bowel movements? This is because the lack of fiber in your diet. Remember, fiber is only found in plant foods and fiber forms the bulk of your stools. So if you eat a diet that's low in fruits, vegetables and plant foods, you will have problem with bowel movements. Is that all with the benefits of fiber, or have you heard of any more? I can think of 2 more really important ones. Let's look at them. Number 5, weight and fat loss. How does fiber help with this? Let's have a look. This is a slice of bread made from maida, commonly known as white bread. And this is a slice of bread made from 100% whole wheat flour, also commonly known as brown bread. Now both these slices of bread weigh the same, have the same number of calories and also the same number of carbohydrates. What then makes this brown bread so much more nutritious than white bread? And why does everyone say this is better for weight loss? The main difference between the two is the presence of fiber. The 100% whole wheat flour bread has tons of fiber in it, whereas the slice of bread made of maida has very little or no fiber in it. Now remember when I said that your body can't actually extract energy from fiber? So even though both these slices of bread have the same number of calories, When you eat the slice of maida bread, your body is absorbing 100 calories or all the calories from the slice of bread. But when you have the whole wheat slice of bread, your body is not absorbing any of the calories that come from fiber because it can't digest it. And this is one of the main ways in which whole wheat grains or whole wheat bread is better than maida bread for weight management and fat loss. Mind you, both slices of bread made out of refined flour and whole wheat flour contain the same exact calories. The difference is in how your body processes the two. Sixth, lastly and most importantly, and this is one of the most overlooked functions of fiber, but fiber has a very important role to play in our immunity. How though? Even though we as humans cannot digest fiber, bacteria can digest fiber. And luckily for us, our intestines are full with millions and billions of different kinds of bacteria that digest fiber and provide immune benefits to us. And you may or may not know this, but 80% of your body's immune system lies in your gut. Which makes sense, right? Because one of the easiest ways for infectious bugs to enter our system is through the food that we eat. Anyway, so what does fiber have to do with immunity? Well, your gut bacteria breaks down this fiber to produce short-chain fatty acids. And these fatty acids are a very important source of fuel for these immune cells in your gut. By the way, this bacterial digestion of fiber also creates gas. And when this gas presses against your intestines, that's when you feel bloated and sometimes flatulent. Very commonly experienced after eating high fibrous foods like salads and maybe even beans and pulses like rajma and chole. Fun fact, have you ever heard of the dietary supplement Isabgol? This is a type of soluble fiber supplement that some people use to aid with their bowel movement. Now it's important to note that Isabgol is not a whole food. It is only the fiber component extracted from the entire grain. Now because this is not a whole food, this food contains only fiber and none of the other nutrients that are associated with high fiber foods. So as much as possible, always try and get your fiber from whole foods which also offer you a whole host of other nutrients. If you're able to do this, chances are you won't even need the fiber supplement in the first place. One final point, too much is not always better. Remember, fiber is fuel for your bacteria and too much fiber may be a party for your bacteria, but you can experience some really uncomfortable symptoms like excessive gas and bloating if you eat too much fiber all at once. So in conclusion, try and get in all your fiber requirements from whole foods as much as possible, and always remember when you're randomly trying to cut carbs from your diet that carbs are not evil and fiber is also a carb. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, please like, share and subscribe to our channel and share this video with other people who may also find it helpful. For the rest of this month, I'm going to be covering all things carbs. So if you have any burning questions that you want answered, please send me an email, connect with me on Instagram, or simply leave a message in the comments below. I hope to see you very soon. Until then, take care and keep shining.